Throwing darts at the narcs. Hey guys, for this video I want to talk about silence. Because silence is a good weapon against narcissistic people, and I'll tell you why. Basically, when you go silent on them and so forth, narcissistic people are used to attention, admiration, and the fact of the matter is, doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, just as long as they're being heard. This fuels narcissistic supply. However, when we come down to the other end, when all of a sudden you've had it with them and then you pretty much go silent on them and so forth, they can't handle it. I'll give you an example from my life. There was someone who I used to date, and this was around Christmas time, and I didn't even know I was using a variation of gray rock on her. Was waving at me, and this was a mistake too. I used to work with this person and so forth. And then we were coming, like, she was like here, the hallway was right here, and then I was going around the curve, and all I did was do this. Never said anything to her. Now, I found out years later, this person was really, really upset by this behavior. Also, at the time, a certain coworker came in to check on me to see what was going on in this Christmas time, and then afterwards I went home and said Merry Christmas to coworkers and everything, and that was it. This was many years ago, and I found out this maybe about 5 years ago, but apparently this really broke her, because after that she called in sick for her shift and then shortly after resigned. I'm not even making this up. Folks, that's what happened at my sector of the woods. And this was a covert narcissist I was dating, by the way. I will say this much. She definitely was a person of covert narcissistic traits. But this is an example of how silence and going gray rock or yellow rock even can disrupt narcissistic people. All those years of, like, say, for example, when we're together with arguments, and this is like when I was like from age 18 to 20. And all those things were not effective, but silence was. True story, folks. This happened. This happened back in 2006. I couldn't believe it actually did. And afterwards, when I found out the aftermath of this thing, I was like, wow, that's all I had to do. Silence is key. Remember that. Real talk video. Hope you liked it. Have a good one. To be continued with life. Keep pumping. Eagles fly alone. Or selective eagles. Flock of sheep, crabs in a bucket, pigeons and scrubs need not apply. No apologies for being me, and 0 fucks given also. And always remember, there you have it. Have a good one. Bye.